What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 54, and we start today's episode off with a scout report from our Danish scout, who is still surveying England, but I think this is his last scout report, actually. And the players, we actually signed a good one there. Jay Carr looks pretty decent, and another one comes in, Jordan Ramsbottom. So we did sign a couple of players with decent potential, but, you know, it's okay. I mean, we've got our youth squad is, you know, compared to last year, if anyone was watching my Career Mode last year, you'll know that the Youth Academy was probably our best asset of the series, really. We had some absolute monsters that came through the Academy, and this year the players just look really, really poor. Maybe it's my judgment has gone downhill, but it seems very, very difficult this year to actually pick up really decent players, so it's a shame that the youth squad doesn't look as strong as we had last year, but even so, we do have some decent players in there, and that Scout Future Star as well, so it can be pretty decent, and we'll have to hope that the two new players we brought in could turn out to be pretty decent players for us in the end. But anyway, we take on Hull City for the first game of the episode here at Carrow Road, and I just want to say, first of all, before I start, guys, this is going to mean nothing to you if things are perfectly fine in terms of video quality, but if the video quality is looking a little bit poorer than usual, or if the audio quality is poorer than usual, or if it's just not looking as smooth as it usually does, please let me know in the comments, or tweet me at @doclanders. Please let me know, because for those of you that have an Apple computer, you'll know that Apple have basically upgraded, well, not upgraded OS, but they've upgraded iMovie and iPhoto and stuff, and the new iMovie is terrible. I've already deleted it because it's just awful. I've reverted back to an old application of iMovie, an old version of it, and it's lost all of my render settings, so I've had to completely change them and do them all again, and I'm not sure whether I've got the same settings as before. So if it does look a little bit different, please let me know, and I'll try and rectify that. It should be perfectly fine. I think I'm using the same ones as I was before, so it should be fine, but just in case things are looking a little bit dodgy and they weren't the same as they used to be, please let me know, and that would be great. But anyway, we take on Hull for the first game of the episode, and Sonny Aluka, I think it was, gave Hull the lead with a fantastic strike to make it 1-0. But in the 18th minute, Yaya Sanogo powered through past the Hull centre-back and blasted the ball into the bottom corner. So Sanogo, who scored away in Turkey, gets a goal here and makes it 1-1. And in the 26th minute, Johnny Howson seeks out Russell Martin, crosses the ball in towards Sanogo, it's headed away, Ross Barkley collects it, rolls it off to Luke Shaw, tight angle, but it's just over the bar from our left back, but it is still 1-1. But in the 39th minute here, another good chance for us, the header is cleared away by Hull, Sean Morrison collects it, plays it through, and then again a good save by the goalkeeper, and Sonogo's header goes into the side netting, so still 1-1. But in the 84th minute, Russell Martin was caught out here, Sagbo collects it for Hull, crosses the ball in towards Stephen Quinn, who collects it, takes aim, good save by Butland, Robert Corringo then goes for it, but we managed to get the ball away. But it does finish 1-1. It was a really, really, really bad game. We did not play well at all, and we actually were lucky to get a point in that game, and that is a real frustration, because as we're trying to go ahead and claim a Champions League place, we're struggling at home to Hull, and that is just not good enough. So very disappointing just to get a point in that game. And then we see a news article there that says the committee is reviewing our international performance, and I was like, oh, okay, it's actually a little bit nervy, because of course with Belgium, as you would have seen, we got to the World Cup semi-finals last season, and we were just one kick away from we were effectively two kicks away, but even so, we were close to going through on penalties to the World Cup final. So we did very well in the World Cup. However, we're actually sitting outside the qualification places to qualify for Euro 2016. So, you could argue that Belgium are actually going to be a little bit dissatisfied with our performance. So, who knows, we may actually be losing our job at Belgium very, very early on in the series, which is a shame, because I was thinking about turning that into a project and making them the most powerful nation in the world. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully, touch wood, fingers are crossed that they will offer us a new contract at Belgium. But we do take on Galatasaray for the second game here of the episode, and of course in the last episode we took on Galatasaray in the last game, and we lost by 4-1 in Turkey. We had an absolute mare. However, we have come back from behind in both of the previous knockout stages here in the Europa League. We had to score 2 clear goals away in Spain. We did that. We won 3-0. We had to score away in Italy against Napoli. We did. We won 1-0 and then won on penalties. So coming into this game, the tie wasn't over. That crucial away goal made it possible. If we didn't score that away goal away in Turkey, we probably wouldn't have had a chance here in this game. But we still had a chance. We needed an early goal, and in the 8th minute we got it. Nathan Redmond takes on his man that smashes the ball into the top corner, and it's Norwich 1, Galatasaray 1. A perfect start in this game. We had to score 3 goals, remember, so a great start early on. And in the 14th minute, Andros Townsend collects the ball, gives it to Callum Chambers, crosses the ball in. There's Gary Hooper, and the former Celtic striker just puts the ball over the bar. So Hooper being a bit out of form, as you guys have seen, but even so, very unlucky there not to make it 1-1. But there you see Shaloba win the ball back. God, I love Shaloba. Wins the ball back, gives it to Hooper. Hooper rolls him through, but this shot is quite tame from our holding midfielder, as you would expect, and it's still 1-0. But he was at the heart of everything. It was starting every single move. He found Odelusi here. He finds Olsen down the left-hand side, rolls it through to Nathan Redmond. Redmond takes on Kaya here. Nice little dummy with the shot there. Crosses the ball in towards Hooper. Another header. Again, doesn't put it on target. Just wide the post. Still 1-0. Not much action in the first half after that. And in the second half on the hour mark, Galatasaray came through here. Had a great chance to make it 1-1, but sadly for them, the shot went wide. That would have definitely killed the game off. So still 1-0. And in the 66th minute here, Callum Chambers crossed the ball in towards Odelusi. His header hits the post, and Galatasaray cleared it. So it just wasn't going to be our day. You know, we were attacking so well. We were playing really well. We were so much better than Galatasaray. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net for that second and crucially third time. And in the 82nd minute, sadly, a mix-up in defence. Leroy Fer seemed to take the ball away from Jack Bolton as he was about to claim it there. And it was a simple finish for Galatasaray's number 55. It was a real shame because, you know, we defended really well. We were attacking so well, but sadly, that goal completely killed the tie off. And in the 86th minute, Yaya Sanogo found Andros Townsend. He drilled the ball into the bottom corner to get us a consolation goal in the tie. It was way too late for us to be scoring another 2 goals and take the game into extra time. So it does finish 2-1 here at Carrow Road. 5-3 to Galatasaray on aggregate, and we go out of the Europa League, and that absolutely sucks. So we will not be winning the Europa League, and it's such a shame, you know, because I really felt we could go on and win this tournament, but it's a bridge too far, it's a hurdle too high, and sadly we are not going to be winning the Europa League. We get a nice 500 grand for going out though at this stage, which is nice, but yeah, there's going to be no Europa League trophy in our cabinet come the end of the season, and it's a real shame. You know, I actually felt we could win it this season, but sadly not. We're gonna have to wait for next season in Europe, because of course we're already guaranteed to be in the Europa League and possibly make the step to the Champions League. You know, touch wood, depending on the league finish. So you know, we will be in Europe next season regardless, which was the main priority for this season. But still, very sad, because I thought we could do it, and it's a real shame. But we did go on at high, and there you go. But we take on Bolton for the third and final game of the episode here at Carrow Road, and of course we've had you know, a little bit of an inconsistent stall in the last couple of games here in the league. Of course, the last one was against Hull at the start of the episode, which we could only draw 1-1. So coming into this game on the back of no win in the past no win in the past 4 games after. There's been, no win in the past 4 games. So we really need to get back on the wagon here. We need to get a win against Bolton and, you know, make sure we could keep the pressure on Spurs, because Spurs at the moment don't look as though they're going to slip up and stop us and stop themselves from, you know, not finishing in 4th. So we need to keep our we need to keep pressing on and make sure we keep picking up the points. But it was Bolton who had the first chance of the game in the 4th minute. A header from a corner was well saved by Butland and then cleared. But 7 minutes after, Nathan Redmond takes on Mark Tierney, rolls the ball through to Johnny Howson, takes on the American Holden, goes down the right hand side, crosses the ball in towards Anthony, and it's just wide of the post by our French striker. So still 0-0. And just before the half an hour mark, Johnny Howson gives it to Ross Barkley. Barkley takes aim from just outside the area, but the shot does go wide of the post. So still 0-0 as we were approaching the half an hour mark, and it was still 0-0. But just a couple of minutes later, Ross Barkley finds Redmond. Redmond finds Anthony. Nice 1-2 between the pair. Redmond goes down the right hand side. Great chance for Redmond. Gets onto the box. Was going to take it, but then I thought I'd try and jink back onto his left foot with the Ronaldo chop. Gets taken down. A little bit of a theatrical dive by Redmond, but it is a penalty, no doubt about it. And yeah, definite penalty as Tierney brings him down. And a chance from the spot, we give it to Dale Jennings. He scored against Napoli, the winning penalty, and he scores here against Bolton as well. Jennings gets the goal. He's 6th of the competition of all competitions, and he's having a great season. Is he? Great debut season for us at the moment, Dale Jennings. So many important goals, and that could prove to be one there. Good finish from the spot, and it's 1-0. And on the stroke of half time here, you see Russell Martin collect the ball, take on Tierney down the right hand side, cross it in towards Yaya Sanogo, free header, and the French striker on loan from Arsenal is not going to miss. It's his 10th of the season. Sanogo makes it 2-0, and that's how the first half finished. And in the 70th minute, we had another good chance here. Dale Jennings comes through, takes aim, good save by Bogdan, and Odalusi's header is very simple for him, but it does finish 2-0, so back to winning ways, exactly what we needed after that disappointment of going out in the Europa League, and yeah, we're going to keep on pushing for that 4th place. But as always guys, big thanks for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for another video on my channel tomorrow morning. 2 goals into the bargain.